I'm in minutes until midnight again. I don't know. Oh, hey. Good evening. What brings you here? I mean, 11... What time is it now? 11:50 p.m. is quite a decision to come to a bar. But nevertheless, I'm not questioning it. After all, I do work here. And I'm only gonna be here to serve you. Well, since, there's only me and a few other people out back running this place today, I think it's only fitting that I serve you for, the last few minutes that I'm here. How long am I here? Until midnight. You got about 10 minutes. Do you think you can survive when I'm gone? Yeah, I'm sure. Well, what is it you want? You want a drink? You want some chat? Maybe you want a coffee. There are some people that have wanted that at times like these. You want a cocktail? Well, our daily cocktail is called Sunset. The ingredients are a surprise. The color of the drink is supposed to represent the time of the sunset. It's quite poetic, isn't it? It'll be perfect for someone like you. Okay, is that what you want? Sure, one sunset coming right up. I've gotta say, if it wasn't for working here, I'd probably be asleep by now. But, yeah. You can't really argue with what a man wants to do when, he's out and about, dead of night. But yeah, everything is extremely quiet at nights like these, because, football isn't on, there's no bar fights happening, it's not particularly a weekend. I pity the people that have weekend shifts. They have to pick up a lot of pieces that's left on the floor, whether it be glasses, leftover cans of beer, the usual. Either way, I don't really get, a lot of people like that. Just normally get people that work on their days off, that are extremely fancy, and then a few pints deep, they do tend to, completely forget about their resolve. I have had a few guys hit on me a few times, actually. Especially back when I, didn't work on myself, go to the gym, whatever the hell. A lot of people were saying to me, because, my body was quite small, that, when I was finished with my shift, if I wanted to do anything, and I said, not really. I like to get to know the people first before anything happens. Because I didn't want to get romantic with other people that I just met. Plus, it's not really a good look on me when I had to report back to the boss why I was seen on CCTV kissing someone that I just met. So, I'd rather avoid that confrontation. It doesn't mean I tried, but I'm not going to get into that. You're my client, so I probably shouldn't be telling you all too much. So, sunset for you. There you go, it's right here. So, what brings you here tonight? Is it your day off? Wife and kids out of town? You're single? I didn't need to know that, but I guess it's always good to know for a conversation like this. Do you want that? I know I shouldn't really pry about it, but I can always admit that I'm curious about you. Just saying, you seem like a very interesting guy, dressed like that. Me too? Nah. You don't need to say that about me. I have to wear this. It's customary. But, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad that I look appealing to you, at least. But, yeah. You don't want a wife. Oh. Are you... You are? Interesting. Well, because if you put two and two together, I'm gay as well. Unless, the drink has already been hitting you. The point is that, I shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But I never would have guessed. I don't know, it's just something about you. It's just not like the other gay people I've met that come into this bar. They're normally like, really burly or extremely small and shy. And have a crush on me. My best shifts ever are when families come in, because we also sell food here. Not past 7 PM, but before that, I used to, work here as a bartender / waiter, depending on the shifts. When I was in at 5 PM, there was a family that came in, and I was serving them, and when I took their drinks, I overheard something about me. Couldn't really remember what it was, because it happened a few, months ago. But when I came back to give them their food, the dad of the family turned to me and said, my daughter, he says that you are very, very cute. And she was so embarrassed. It was so funny. I respected that dad, though. I respected that dad. I wish I had a dad like that. That was great. But, yeah. I appreciated the honesty that came out of that man. Because, I wish I had someone like that to tell someone how I felt about him, but, that must have been very embarrassing for that girl. Especially because I'm gay, I can't really do anything about that, but, I think it's quite funny that he said that to me. But, yeah. Either way, did you enjoy the drink? You finished it quite quickly. You do know you're supposed to take your time with that, right? Good. I'm glad that you like my recommendation. Anything you wanna say about it? Well, that is perfect. I'm glad that you liked it. I do have to go in about 2 minutes though, so I do need to wrap up, unfortunately. But yeah. Why are you grabbing my arm? Is there something else you want before I leave? You want what? You want to tip me? I'm not gonna say no to that, but are you sure this isn't the alcohol speaking? Well, you aren't slurring your words, and you aren't doing anything questionable, so I'll just take this as a thank you. I wish more of the guests were like you. You know what I mean? Because, a lot of people are just, they act like they're the big man on campus. They act like they rule the world and they demand me to get them a drink. But when it comes to you, no. You're very funny. You listen, you're interesting. And I think I've learned a lot about you than I have a lot of people working here. I hope you know that. Throughout this 10 minutes that I've been here, I know that you are single, you're gay, and you have a very good taste in cocktails. Everything in that cocktail is something that I like. I feel like we're gonna get along very, very well. I'll give you my number, actually. Just don't tell the boss. No, I won't tell if you won't. Anytime you want a drink made, you know where I'll be. My treat. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm gonna give you any freebies when I'm on work, but, I'm curious about you, and I think you're curious about me, so I'll see where this goes. Thank you. You got it? Good. I'll see you soon. I'm sure of it. I do need to pack up, though. Have a lovely night, sir.